Hey guys, it's Sarah. Okay, so today's video is going to be like really different from any other video that I've made in the past. Today's video is going to be completely unedited, hopefully. And today I'm just going to be talking to you guys because I realized that I make a lot of videos about Ariana, but I never told you guys how much she actually means to me and why she means so much to me. And I think that I should tell you guys because I make a lot of my videos about Ariana. I do a lot of things that involve Ariana. I listen to Ariana every single day. Like, Ariana is very important to my life, and I never told you guys why. So I had the idea to just do like kind of a story time. It's not really a story time, but I'm not going to be editing this. Hopefully this will be as raw as it can be. Hopefully I won't stutter or make any mistakes. I want to make this as raw as it can be because I have never told anybody how much Ariana means to me, and I think that it would be a good idea to tell you guys. So we're just going to get right into this, and I'm going to skip my intro because I don't want to edit this at all. So I'm just going to get right into this. So I have been an Arianator since 2013, since November 2013 to be exact. So I became an Arianator because, well, first of all, I knew who Ariana was. Like, I knew who she was. I thought she was hilarious on Sam and Cat, and I thought she was funny on Victorious, but I never really, like, knew who she was. Like, you know how you know people, like, famous people, like, on TV and stuff, but you don't know anything about them? Like, it's not like they're your favorite person. Like, you're not, like a fan of them, but you know who they are. So that's how it was with Ariana. I knew who she was, and I thought she was so funny, but I didn't know who she was. I just knew her character on TV. So one day, I was watching Dancing with the Stars, and Dancing with the Stars is like one of my favorite shows ever, so I watch it religiously. Like, I never miss an episode. I just love it so much. So one day, I was watching Dancing with the Stars, and it was an elimination episode, which means it was a results show. And they always have, like, musical guests and stuff on the results show. And so I looked at who was going to be performing, and Ariana Grande was going to be performing, and she was performing with Mika, and I was like, I didn't know who that was, but I was excited to see the performance, not because of Ariana, but because my two favorite dancers, well, two of my favorite dancers were going to be performing to their song. So I was really excited to see the performance because I was like obsessed with dance and stuff. So when she first came on and she was wearing these cat ears, and she was wearing this really cute outfit, and she was just so tiny. I remember just thinking, like, she is so cute and she is so tiny. And I had never heard Popular Song before I saw this Dancing with the Stars episode. So I was like, literally, I fell in love with that song, and that is like the craziest way to become an Arianator. But like, that's how I became an Arianator, was after watching a Dancing with the Stars episode and they were performing Popular Song. So that's how I became an Arianator. And so I became an Arianator. This is like really like kind of like, I've never, like, a lot of people don't know this, but my brother actually had brain surgery in November of 2013, and that my parents were not home, and my brother was not home because they had to go somewhere else to a different hospital, like out of state, to have this done. And so I was home alone with my sister, and my grandma came over, and she was just staying with us and stuff. So when I first found Ariana, I was like, oh my god, like, this is like, because looking back, I've always tried to think about who was my favorite person before Ariana. Like, I don't even know who it was. I think I was like into Fifth Harmony. Like at that time, and I can't really remember who I was into before I knew about Ariana. I think it was Fifth Harmony. I'm not really sure. But like, I remember I found her and I was like, oh my god. Like, you know when you find someone and you're just like, oh my god, I love you, like, so much. Like, I immediately like started like looking up songs that she sings. I immediately started like looking at videos, like interviews and stuff. And at that time of my life, I remember I went over to like my uncle's house because we were having dinner at that time when my parents and my brother were away, because they just wanted to have like dinner with us and stuff. So we went over to their house, and I remember my uncle, my mom told my grandma that me and my sister had to be home at a certain time because we wanted to watch the American Music Awards. And I remember my uncle asked me, like, why did I want to watch it so bad, like, who was performing and stuff, and I remember I said Ariana Grande, and he was like, who is that, like, what songs does she sing and stuff, and I was like, oh, well, she has a song, The Way, and he asked me to sing part of it, and I remember I didn't, because I was, like, too shy, but, like, I was just like, oh yeah, she has a song called The Way, it's on the radio and stuff, she's, like, a new artist, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of her and stuff. And I remember sitting in that moment, and I was just telling him how she's, like, a new artist and stuff. And I was just so excited to go home and watch it. And so I went home and we watched it, and this was when she performed Tattooed Heart, and she won Breakout Artist at the AMAs. So my brother and my dad were actually watching it in the hospital room, which is, like, crazy, because, like, I don't know why they were watching it, but they were, and my dad texted me back, or I texted him first, and I was just like, did you guys see that? That was so good. Like, that's Ariana Grande. She's, like, my new favorite person. And I remember he texted me back, and he was like, yeah, that was amazing. Like, she has an amazing voice. And I was just like, that is how it all started. And having Ariana at that point in my life, because I was, like, so stressed out. I was so worried about my brother, and I was just having a difficult time with school and stuff. To find Ariana at that point in my life, it was just, like, magical. Like, seriously. So that's how it all started, and then I'm going to go into something else. This is, like, extremely private, and I'm really not going to answer any questions about this. I'm not going to go into detail at all, because I am not personally ready to tell this story. I will one day, but I am not ready to. But I am not going to go into this in depth, so please don't ask me any questions about it, just because I am not answering any questions about this. But I want to tell you guys because this is important. So the beginning of this year, I was in the hospital. I'm not going into why. I'm not talking about it. Okay, so end of conversation about that. But I was in the hospital, and so one day, I was just sitting in, like, a room. I'm really not going into detail about this, but, yet. Like, one day I will, I promise, but not right now. So I was just sitting in one of the rooms, and, so I was looking at the TV was on, and I think it was on Nickelodeon, and I was, like, the youngest one there, and Ariana's video for Faith came on, and I remember I had not heard her music or anything the whole entire time I was there, and that was the first time I heard her voice and saw her face, and I was just literally, I felt like I could keep going, and it was just, like, so difficult to get through, but, like, having her, like, that, like, seriously, I never stopped thinking about her. I remember, this was before I went to the Dangerous Women tour. I was going to see it, like, the next month, and that is what got me through it. Seriously, thinking about, I was like, I, like, need to get better so I can go see Ariana. Like, I need to, like, I was just so, like, that is what got me through it, is thinking about Ariana, and I would, like, sing her songs in my head. I would think about her, like, all the time. Like, seriously, Ariana, like, seriously got me through that point in my life. It was, like, not too long ago, but, like, she's still getting me through this tough time in my life, and, like, she, like, seriously gives me so much hope and so much faith, and just, like, so, going into another thing, like, going along with this, when the Manchester attack happened, that is when my hope and my faith was, like, shattered. I just felt like it was, like, the end of the world. Like, seriously, you guys know I'm a Christina Grimmie fan, and when Christina died, like, I remember when Manchester happened, I got so upset with God, because I was just like, you already took Christina, and now, like, someone's touching my Ariana, and I was just like, this cannot be happening, seriously, like, do not touch my girl. Like, I was just so upset, and I was like, how could this happen? And, like, I know there's so much evil, like, in this world, and, like, people suck, and people just, I don't know, people do horrible, horrible things to people, and I just think that when that happened, it made my love for Ariana so much stronger, because I've never been through something like that, and for, like, how ironic is it that it happened to Ariana? Like, this wasn't just an artist that, like, I kind of liked it happened to, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, like, I can't believe this happened to you. This was Ariana. Like, seriously, this happened to her. I told my sister, I was like, having, like, the bunny ribbon and stuff, I was like, I never thought that Ariana would have her own ribbon. Like, it's just crazy to think about, and after that happened, I literally, like, I was in shock for a few days because I didn't even know what to do with myself, because I was like, oh my god, like, this could have been so much worse. Like, something could have happened to her. I was just thinking about all of the most horrible things. Like, I was just so upset. I was like, she's never gonna sing again. Like, she's never gonna be okay, like, mentally again. Like, I'm like, this is probably the end. She's probably never gonna go on tour again. And looking back, I should never have thought that way, because I should have known better, because she came back, she went right back on tour, she did a benefit concert, One Love Manchester. Like, seriously, she gives me so much hope and strength. Seriously, I am so, like, we are so lucky to have her. Like, in my life right now at this point, I'm so lucky to have Ariana, because she gives me so much strength. Like, seriously, like, the amount of strength that she showed at One Love Manchester, to be able to get back on stage in front of thousands of people after what happened at her own concert in front of thousands of people, like, seriously, like, I'm, like, any anxiety or, like, stress, or, like, maybe, like, no one knows, like, what she's going through mentally still today, but anything, like, it's just amazing that she was able to do that so quickly, too. Like, I thought for sure she was going to take a really long break, and we weren't going to see her for a long time, and, like, I was preparing myself for that. I was like, you know what? Ariana taking a break is better than not having an Ariana at all. So I was just, like, preparing myself, like, Ariana's going to take a break, like, it's going to be fine. She's going to come back, we're going to go back on tour soon, and everything's going to be fine. But we didn't have to wait, and like, 2 weeks later, she was doing a One Love Manchester benefit concert, and she was doing her tour. So, like, honestly, I just wanted to tell you guys all of this, and I know it's a lot, but, like, Ariana means so much to me. I'm not going to tell my story right now, because I'm not ready to tell that story, but I will tell you that story one day. But let's just say Ariana is helping me a ton right now, and just listening to her music every single day is a gift. Seriously, like, how lucky am I to be alive at the same time as a person as wonderful as Ariana Grande? Seriously, I am so lucky, and we are so lucky, and, like, I just, like, this is so crazy to say, but, like, honestly, I thank God so much for putting her on this earth at the same time as me, because she gets me through so much. And I just wanted to tell you guys all this. This is a really long video, but I just wanted to tell you guys all of this because, like I said, I make so many Ariana videos, and it's not a phase. It is not just a way to make videos. Ariana literally means the world to me, and anybody can make fun of me for that. I really don't care. Anybody can call me weird for liking her. I don't really care. Anything you want to call me, I don't care, because Ariana, seriously, I am so proud to be her fan, and her Arianator, and her tiny elephant, and I am just so lucky to have her, seriously. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys all of that again, because I've never told anybody this, and I just figured I'd tell you guys because, again, I never made a video about this, and I feel like I should have a long time ago, but I didn't. So, thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so exciting. And thank you guys so much for all the support and everything. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye.